You know, this is classic Brussels shit.
Good morning. Welcome to Brussels. Okay, so currently we are in a nail gallery here in Brussels because this is where my girlfriend, her apartment is. Because I got kicked out of my apartment 10 days ago. And it's funny because Doze asked me to film a day in the life video about 2 weeks ago. And back then I wasn't kicked out of my apartment yet. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. I'll show you guys around my place. But I'm homeless right now in the streets of Brussels. We're just gonna walk around, show you guys how I usually do my daily stuff here. Yeah, you guys know a little more about a day in my life. This is La Bourse, or the Beurs in Netherlands. Here in Brussels you speak French, Dutch and English. The main language here that would be spoken the most is French. The second would be English and then probably Dutch. But I'm Dutch, but also half English, and I learned French at school. So we know how to communicate here. My energy is feeling good, but not optimal. Until yesterday morning, I was still at a festival of like 4 or 5 days called Rampage. I had to DJ there, and there's also like a half-pipe jam going on the festival. So yeah, there was a lot of partying, skating, DJing, having fun, but not that much sleeping. But that's okay. Let's go for a sandwich. Let's go to the boulangerie. I come here all the time. Salut, ça va? Get my all kinds of Eastern specialties here. But I usually just come here for a chicken sandwich. It's basically like a big chicken nugget. They chop it up into pieces and then they just microwave it and put it on your sandwich. It's called poulet pané. Everybody eats it here in Brussels. It's not the most healthy, but it's tasty. What? I like moving a lot, which means I also like eating a lot. I have to watch it though, because if I don't move a lot, I still eat a lot. And then it makes it hard to move a lot. This little sandwich will start off our day, and then I'm gonna get some working, and then after that, I'm gonna go for a skate session. It's time for the big reveal. Chicken cheese sandwich in the morning. All gone. Ready for a coffee now. And by the way, there's a hole in my pants and some corn fell into my pants. Coffee. This is usually kind of where I wake up my mind and then my body after that. I usually do it through writing in my journal.
Ah, je reviens, sorry.
Well, c'est bon comme ça.
Yeah?
So yeah, I usually just use my phone for editing here as well, and my AirPods, because then you have the noise cancelling. This is all I need. This is all I need to create my videos. Kind of see him or her or it as a person. It's the sixth book I've had, and I just write about what I feel at this time, what I'm doing at this time, what I feel is wrong with me or what I feel is good with me. And I always try to make sense of the thoughts in my mind, because I feel that your mind likes to play tricks on you. If you think you have a certain view on a certain thought, it's very easy for your mind to blank away the part that you don't want to see, which makes it easy for your ego to have the logic, but actually you're just protecting yourself rather than facing what needs to be faced. And when you're writing, you can only be real or true with yourself. It's helped me a lot. Once I start and I put ink on the paper, the ink's on the paper, I can't just wipe it away, and it's a part of the moment in which I was reflecting. The first thing I always do, write down the day, and then I say hello to my dear little book. I usually write in Dutch because I feel that from all the languages that's still my safest language. I speak 4 languages: Français, English, Nederlands, and Espanol. But Spanish is my worst, but it's still pretty good. It's also why I like these kind of books, because if it's on this side I can't write, so I look it all. I never think of what I'm gonna write. I just start with saying, explain where I am, and then before I know it, I'm telling a story, and it's kind of the same with talking, I guess. Let your feeling shine its light through your mind and what you're experiencing at that time, and then a beautiful text appears. It's fun. It's hard to do it on camera though. So. Some days when I do a lot of writing, I always stack the pages here and it's like collecting them. I think I started writing a year and a half ago. For the first 6 months, I wrote like 5 pages of like this every day. It was the first time I did it, and I had so much stuff from in the past to still talk about and process. But now I do it like, I write twice a week, I think, for like a page or 2, and I feel that that's enough for me now. But I do have to tell myself to do it, because usually when you don't want to do it is when you have to do it. And then you're like, why would I write about the stuff that's what's hurting me because I already know what's hurting me, and there's no point in writing about it. It's only going to make me feel worse because then I'm experiencing it again. But that's exactly what you have to do. If you want to work through something or process certain emotions, you first have to live through these emotions. Just let these emotions be you at this time. That's why they're there. And then the emotion can only last for a minute and a half maximum, really. But it's by not facing the emotion that it keeps existing, because you're not letting it pass through your body. Yeah, it's by running away from the pain that the pain keeps existing, but the pain is actually a portal for growth. You just have to open the door and let it go through, because otherwise it'll keep knocking. And that's not nice.
Okay, we see a strange specimen out there. A young skateboarder, all alone, in the streets of Brussels.
Special board.
So cute. We're gonna head to the park now. We're gonna be taking this bus here to the Ursuline skatepark, which is the oldest skatepark in Brussels. Let's go sit on the back seat. I feel badass. I'm actually a big fan of public transport. I'm currently 27 and I still don't have a driver's license, mainly because I'm too lazy to go and get it, but also just because I really don't feel the need. I did actually show you guys tomorrow. I have the theory for a driving exam. It's quite a big coincidence because it's the first time in my life that I might be going to do it. But for now, we're on the bus. This was yesterday morning. I was still at the campsite. But yeah, Rampage is really sick. Very crusty here. Shirt off, masculine energy, dude. So that's what I was doing. Empty park. Okay, we gotta get off. Private skate park. The oldest skate park in Brussels. And also a beautiful crack spot, as you can see. I think the crackies are still asleep right now, or maybe the rain chased them away, but should be arriving soon enough. I quit skating for 2 or 3 years, from my 17 till my 20 pretty much, because I was lost, but I found myself again. I've been living in Brussels for 2 years now. Before I lived in Leuven, which is like, it's 20 minutes on the train from here. Now I come here maybe once a month, but I used to come here twice a week, I think. Maybe I should come more often. This is why I'm always shirtless, because I get hot. I think this is scarier than the trick itself. First try is always best because you can't fall. Okay, some street. Not real street, but street park. I like when a park has a lot of space. So I like skating fast and flying high. I did a lot of contests when I was younger. I think I won a total of like 20, but like smaller local contests. But the thing is with skateboarding and skateboarding contests, my parents they kind of saw skateboarding as a problem, as an issue, because I was doing really bad at school. I doubled my year 3 times, and then I quit school when I was 18. And yeah, in that time, my parents really thought that my marks were bad because I was so obsessed with skating, but skating was actually just my way out of all the shit that was going down anyway. I mean, at home, upbringing, my parents, they weren't always able to be there because they had very busy jobs. I had to stay at school after school till 7 p.m., 6 p.m. almost every evening. And then by the time my mother got home, I had to be in bed, so I didn't really see her. Skateboarding was the only thing that made me happy at that time. But my parents thought skateboarding was a problem, but it wasn't, because when I quit skating is when it really went bad. So no, I don't do contests anymore, but I do skate a lot still. But I do sometimes wonder where I would have been if I would have done more contests and if my parents would have supported me throughout this. But I don't blame them. Usually I would never skate this, but
dirty and sketchy.
Like I said, I'm not the best ball skater. Showing them who's that. Good.
And this is where I want to skate. I need to take a 1 or a 5.
We have to get to the central station first. It's a little walk, not far. Let's go. Quickly gonna pick up some refreshments at Harry Diamond, classic skate park shop. Hello. Ouais, juste pour mon pantalon parce que je dois couper un peu. Merci. Okay, so no water. These pants, they're too long. I'm constantly walking on them, so I might as well just cut them. I might have to take off my pants. So. Free will, right? I used to have these pants for a long while, but then once they ripped here and here, I stopped wearing them. But for today, I didn't have a different option. But I need to cut them. Hustling on the streets, chopping up the pants, all like that. I always have this because like my upper legs are really big, but I don't have very long legs, so I always need to buy larger pants than my short legs fit. Voila. Oh. Sorry, kids.
Voilà.
Now we have a souvenir. Okay, so right now we're at Wildest, one of the most legendary spots in Brussels. It's quite shitty now. I mean, if you look at the floor, and it's Belgian history, so I must show. So back in the day, people used to skate these steps, but yeah, it's not very smooth anymore. But you can still skate this. Let's do it. I used to skate this a lot, but the past 2 years, the stones and the floor has gotten so bad that I don't really enjoy it that much anymore. But I think we can still do a quick line.
Donc je veux bien ta pièce d'identité s'il te plaît.
Mon t-shirt était là-bas, je voulais juste...
Tout le monde porte son t-shirt, tu comprends?
Je comprends.
C'est pour faire la vidéo. Et quand je te demande de mettre ton t-shirt, tu mets ton t-shirt.
Ouais, je m'excuse.
Tu dis pas non après, c'est le bazar.
C'était juste logique parce que je dois rendre ici pour faire le truc, tu vois. C'était juste ça. Pardon, je suis là en gâteau, merci. Au revoir. Fuck off. Fucking bullshit. Yeah, he said because I wasn't wearing a shirt, and I said, give me one try and I'll put it on. And he was like, no, no, no. Anyway. I respect the police to a certain extent, but I mean, this is just bullshit. next time. Good? Yes. Can I see?
I can send them to you.
Yeah,
those
that'd
two.
be sick. Where are you guys from?
I'm from California.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Samuel,
Yes. What's your name?
Joshua,
Joshua. Nice to meet you, man.
same here. Hey, thank
Hope
you
you
very
like the
much.
pictures.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Okay. Peace. They were kind. One of my favorite things to do when skating through the streets is this. You gotta hit the blind spot. It's like the sound of music. Let's get back to the apartment, play some trumpet, call some friends, and then have a final session. I'm gonna get a sandwich there. Okay, my friends, after a good skate sesh, I think it's super important that we also make sure our nutrition levels are up enough. Of course, you know, we are having the same as I had this morning. My breakfast, once again, a sandwich poulet pané avec fromage et toute crudité là-bas, tu peux voir. Yeah, this is great for some extra energy later on. In Belgium, we call these broodjes as well, where I come from. It's just the classic cultural thing here. Everybody loves broodjes. I mean, I think everybody around the world loves it, but there are no broodjes like we have them in Belgium in other countries. Maybe it's also to do with the kind of sauces that we have. Like we have 25 or 30 different kinds of sauces. You know, sauce is always a topping that makes food even more delicious.
Tonight we're gonna have my very own spaghetti bolognese.
I really like making it, but we first have to shop for the ingredients.
Again.
Getting groceries like a grown man. Gotta be fast because sometimes you get hijacked. Go out and then it goes down already. The dry lips from the festival aren't helping. Missed the final note. I got into playing the trumpet when I was 6 years old because my mother was very passionate about music and she always had a dream of all of us playing an instrument so that we could also make music together as a family. I play the trumpet, my mother plays the piano and the saxophone and the cello. At home we all learned how to perform because first of all our mother is a performer herself, and because we were very needy children who needed a lot of attention, and in order to gain the attention we needed to entertain, so we learned how to perform. I think that's also one of the reasons why I'm so good at entertaining and performing, because I was, as a child and till this day, I'm somebody who lives for attention and for being in the middle of the spotlight, hence why I'm a YouTuber. And when I was a kid, I struggled a lot with it because the teachers obviously always pointed it out in class. Like, oh, could you please stop taking the spotlight? It's time for class. And I started to kind of resent that bit of myself, disliking this part about myself. But I couldn't help it because it was just, it felt so natural to me. And I think, it is probably a result of a lack of attention that I got from my parents when I was younger. I think it was a combination of them being very busy with their jobs and me just needing a lot of stimulation and a lot of attention. I've just always been like that. Once I started to come to this knowledge that the reason why I'm good at performing is because I'm always looking for attention, and I saw it as a problem, but now I actually see it as something beautiful because my lack of attention has made me gain a lot of skills, and I now can use these skills to inspire others to use passion for entertainment or for creating or for doing anything that you like to overcome the loneliness or the pains or the traumas that you have. You can use it as a tool. You can do it with skateboarding just by letting the movement create hormones which will make your mental state happier, just transforming negative energy into something positive. I know that passion for something and a skill for something, mastering something that you love and that you like, can help you overcome a lot of pain no matter where you are in life. So that's kind of what I try to do, to inspire people to move and to do what they love, or at least go look for what you would love, because a lot of people think they might not have a passion or might not have a hobby or might not be good at anything, but you just have to keep looking until you find it. As long as you do it out of passion and there is room for growth, it will help you as a person, I think. When I turned 10 years old, I started skateboarding, and I was immediately in love with skateboarding. Like, the feeling I get from skating I can't compare to anything else. Just the rush of the speed, of overcoming your fears, of falling, of getting back up and landing stuff. I've been making videos ever since I was 12, 13. It started with just silly videos on YouTube because I noticed quite early that if you wanted to have sponsors, you needed videos. Today, this is obvious, but back then, I mean, if you weren't a skater, you wouldn't be making videos unless if you were passionate about making videos. Like I said, I really loved skating, but my parents didn't really love me skating. They saw it more as an obstacle rather than something positive. And I understand them because my marks are bad and skating still had the same stereotype of being something for junkies and for bums. But for me, it was my love, it was my passion, and it was the place where I taught myself how to gain perseverance, get character, overcome your fears, go outside of your comfort zone, all stuff that promotes growth. But my parents rather saw it as an obstacle. That's also why my relationship with trumpet and with music got a lot worse, because it was kind of like the girl with who I was forced to marry when I was in love with skateboarding. And it even got so far that when my marks got even worse, my parents took away my board for months on end. They took it away from me. They said, you can't skate anymore, you have to stop. And what I did then, I took my trumpet and I went outside on the street and then I played music. Not kidding, I made about 100 euros an hour. And I'm talking about 10 years ago, so that's probably worth 200 euros today. I used this money to buy skateboards. What I did in order to be able to skate is I lied about where I went. I would constantly lie about where I would go, just because I wasn't allowed to skate. But I mean, it was my love and my passion. And I mean, if there's one thing that my parents did do wrong, it's wrong that they took away my passion. It is wrong that they took away my hobby. That is a mistake they made. Okay, so it's my girlfriend's birthday today and she's calling me, and she's in Spain, that's why she's not here, so, oh fuck, we missed it. Okay, I'll just start over. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Anne. And you smell like one too. Wist? Okay, so we were down to go for another sesh, but this time with homies. I texted 3 friends. They all answered. Ben Duitsland, bro. So I'm in Germany. Zit in Portugal. He's in Portugal. Zit in Noord-Spanje, G. One's in Germany, the other is in Portugal, the other is in Spain. So I guess it'll be another solo sesh. So later we're gonna make some spaghetti bolognese with this beautiful minced meat. But first we have to, taste it. Pepper and salt. Broodje. To skate here. That's why I like skating. I mean, what do you expect if you create these perfect marble floors that we're not going to skate them? We are arriving in the city of Leuven, home of Stella Artois, one of the most renowned beer brands in the world. This is also, we had a warehouse here where we used to skate when we were younger. Yeah, behind the green.
17:57 Melkouwen, Rijzerslaan.
Welcome to Leuven, my hometown, town in which I grew up, town in which I learned skating. Hello. Yeah, they told us to get off here anyway. Currently we are on our way to Sportoise Philipside, Leuven. This is my home park. This is the park where I have grown up in, where I've learned most of my skating. Beauty. Kind of funny, as you can see, it's casino themed right now. That's because every year we paint the park in the theme of the current skate contest. And this year the theme was casino and poker. You ready? normal. It's been like this for many times. It goes up, it goes down, goes up, it becomes a hype, everybody joins a hype. Then all the cool kids say, oh fuck it, it's a hype, and then everybody stops because it's a hype. But it'll become cool again. That's how it usually works with trends. But honestly, I don't really care. I mean, for me, it's all the same. I like it when there's a lot of people because then it's cozy, but I also like it when there's not because then you've got space. Every upside has a downside and vice versa. Not too much though, because otherwise we shall perish. Really good. I'm loving it. I received an egg for some energy. I'll show you a trick. The best way to open, hard-boiled eggs, because we all know the misery of peeling them. Break it, and then you turn it around like that. Crack it completely before you start peeling, and then it kind of falls off, Voila.
What's going on, guys? This is the big camera. Here with the camera woman of the video. We're gonna be giving this to Nate.
Nate filmed a lot of my clips back in the day. So, in my day in the life, we need Nate to film one of my clips. Let's get a line. Yeah, we had to be fast because we had to get the bus. Shout out to the homies for the photo. Some stretching on the train. We've been going to the physio for the past 4 years. Every 2 weeks I go to the physio. But not for like a real injury, but just mainly for exercises to train my muscles so I don't get injured. And it's also really important to stretch, but I don't stretch enough.
A lot of people judge me because I take the elevator and they're like, come on man, do some sports, take the stairs. Bro, I'm doing sports all day, every day, 8 hours a day, so if I want to take the elevator, I'll save my energy for skating.
It sucks. Fucking Starbucks, €5. Not even fresh.
We're gonna make spaghetti bolognese. I cook very often, nearly every day.
Cooking is a form of creating something that keeps me alive, and it also is something that I can share with the people I love. I think it's a very essential skill that all of us humans should at least try to pursue. Today I'm cooking spaghetti bolognese, and we're going to be cooking a big fat portion with 1.5 kilos of meat. I like my protein, I like my meat. Now we shall add all this in here. Okay, so our sauce is ready. As you can see, I made a whole bucket of bolognese sauce. Now let's grab about 300 grams of pasta. And then 10 more minutes, and then we can eat. Add
10 to 10. So we'll be eating at 10 o'clock in the evening. Skate life. Put a little bit of cheese under the sauce, because then the sauce melts right onto very healthy and tasty homemade spaghetti bolognese, topped off with some more cheese on top. So here we have it, one of my favorite dishes, spaghetti bolognese, made like my grandmother. Hot, but very good.
Close this aspect.
C'è il quadro.
We just had our amazing spaghetti, and the day in the life is almost over. But before we go to sleep, I need some dessert with chocolate. So let's go and grab our final chocolate bar. Always respect and passion.
Now this is where the good stuff's at. This looks pretty nice.
That's what I was looking for. Eclairs. These are the best.
Hey, wow. This is my ex-roommate.
We have our eclairs.
We have our dessert, final meal with my rib pants, sitting here on the streets of Brussels. I'm gonna enjoy this Belgian eclair. Anyway, my name is Sachi, and this was a day in my life. Thank you for watching.
That was good.